Hey, it's Megadex, and today we're going to be doing a horror movie survivor tier list. I grew up watching a whole bunch of horror movies, and I ended up liking them a lot. I would really want to envision what it would be like if I had to go up against all of, the greatest villains in my childhood. So we are going to be looking at a whole bunch of them and then deciding what would happen to us. But before we get there, I do have like a couple of rules that I want to put out for what this is really going to be like. Otherwise, I'd be running away from all of these encounters, and I really wouldn't stay for any of the butchering. I think after you see one person go down, everyone else is going to be like, nope, we're going to get straight out of here. So if I was forced to stay in these situations, what I think would happen to me. Moving on, I'm going to put up a couple of rules for how we are going to treat each one of these things. Okay, rule 1, we can't run away. We gotta stay in the general area where all the horror is occurring. Rule 2 is we can't have any outside information. Otherwise, we'd end up winning a lot of these fights just kind of off of accident almost. And then rule 3, no one's coming to save us. There's not going to be any of the protagonists in this world to come and get us out of the trouble we're going to be dealing with. And I think that just makes it a little more fair when talking about all these horror movies and stuff. But yeah, I think that's going to make it a little more fair when we're talking about all of these horror movies and stuff. So without further ado, we are going to get right into it. This is our tier list here. This is my first time doing one of these, so it's not going to be a super long one, but hopefully you guys are entertained with it. We got a couple of categories. We're going to have dead, and that means there is no chance of us getting out of here. We're getting completely slaughtered. There's going to be trauma, which means we might get away. Definitely, like there's going to be some serious damage done. We're never going to forget what happened to us. Then there's going to be hurt, and that means we got nicked up a little bit. We're still riding. We have got away, and that just means we didn't get injured in the process, but we're going to get out of there, go and tell the police or someone. And then we have winning, which means they're like very low diff, not too challenging. We ended up, beating them down and getting away. But we're just gonna go in the tier list in the order of the pictures down here. So without further ado, the first person that we'd be fighting is the boy. And it's actually just a creepy man who is sitting inside of the walls watching you while you are babysitting his like mannequin. Okay, they've been watching him the whole time. Okay, he is just breaking through the wall. He's just a regular guy, nothing too superhuman. Trying to get away, breaks through. And yeah, he just kicked him in the face. All right, we could probably survive this. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're gonna put it, yeah. So he's going to go and got away, and it's mainly because he does a lot of spectating, and unless you're pretty slow, you're probably gonna get to your car and run away, or just simply get away. He's a homebody warrior. He's staying home all day, no matter the situation. So you can probably get away, tell the police what's going on, not face very much injury. But yeah, he is terrifying though. You'd definitely be scared. But yeah, you'd probably survive him. It's basically just a man in the wall. Then we got Annabelle. We are probably this is another getaway character. She's so slow on the upkeep. She gives you so many chances to leave and try to find a way to, survive what's going on. She doesn't just go up there and punch you in the face immediately. The people in Annabelle even die, so we're probably gonna significantly come out okay if this ended up being the problems we were gonna be dealing with. There's some other people on this list that are just gonna come and slaughter you. Annabelle, she's gonna give you quite a few tries. She's not of the physical realm. She's not super aggressive. You have to hang out with her for a really long time before she's really gonna lay into you pretty aggressively. So maybe we could put him right above the boy, because if you are just kind of brain dead and you don't get what's going on, maybe she'll get close to hurting you, but unless you like really stick around, you're probably gonna make it out scot-free. Now we have a Deadite from Evil Dead.
Melodies?
I won't be honest, we're gonna die. We're 100% going to die. There's no way I survive what that thing is about to do. First, obviously, we'll get into a point where someone's used the Necronomicon. Whether I am a bystander or directly a problem with it, it's going to get me killed. It's like it could end up in a 20v1 fight at some point, where it's got a whole bunch of people. I'm just getting bodied, especially if I'm up against the main thing. It's like essentially a super demon witch warlock. Yeah, they're dragging me through the ditches. There's no way I'm gonna make it through the chaos that they're about to put on me. It's actually...
Do it for mom and dad.
insane. Next we have The Ring. I'm struggling between Trauma and Dead. I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna how many people actually survive? We're gonna go with Trauma. These movies always feel the same when I'm watching them. It is eerily quiet before Sadako does some stuff. I mean, this would just be creepy. Alright. A lot of escape time coming into play here. Leave the room. Leave the room. Leave the room. Nope, stay and get murdered? Okay. By the way, I'm not cutting any of the audio out. The film is just this quiet, and it's a lot. Okay, I skipped forward, so she finally came through the TV. It did take her about like 15 minutes to come through here, and he's finally getting ready to run. And yeah, he's like a really bad like Dead by Daylight player. He has no dead hard, no off the record. He's just going into things. Jeez. Okay. I feel like we will find a loophole somehow. When you get desperate to live, a lot of people find a loophole somehow inside of the spirit universe. Yeah, Sadako is definitely going to at least hurt us grotesquely before we get away. Very much sums up what it feels like when you are going against one of the horror top-end mascots. We'll try to make a way out. We'll try to, like, I don't know, find some cleric and beg them to help us, and maybe find a way or a trap, some way to get away from her. Yeah, the possibilities there and there. All right, next is Jason Voorhees, and that's an easy dead. Watch this again real quick when I say we're dead. He's pretty much unstoppable after he decides he wants to kill you, and considering we have to stay locationally near Crystal Lake in this particular situation, there's probably no chance of us surviving. The chances of me like taking him out in one of the ways that this happened in the movies is very low. He's gonna be like 2 feet taller than me, swinging a machete, and he's also he's gonna overpower me. I don't think I have enough tactics to beat the man who slashes, so we're taking a loss. Okay, the next one is Saw, and we're taking Trauma, just because he's gonna put you in a situation where it's either you won't make it or you're severely injured afterwards, and then you'll have to do that like 3 more times. I feel like most people are willing to make the sacrifice, to survive like another day, even if you're like, I've lost my arm. But some of the things he has set up are tricks. So 50-50, I put him a little bit higher than Sadako actually, just because he might have like a trap that is just going to kill you. Sometimes he's a little bogus, and that you just gotta live with that. All right, now we got Tarot. We're gonna go under Hurt. It seems like you have a choice, or not really a choice, but you can find a way for it to not catch up with you immediately. It gives you enough time to figure it out. Now we have the Talk to Me. This is like a whole gallery of things, the same way this guy is. But we're probably winning because it is horrifying off rip. And as long as you like don't go into using it like super often, the thing like likes to attack the people that use it fairly often. I would use it one time, right? Because I think it'd be like a party gag. And then I decide I don't want to do this anymore. Then I'd probably have to watch all my friends die, but you know, that's just part of the thing, I suppose. And yeah, we just have to deal with that. Yeah, it would just suck. All right, now we have Terrifier. He's going at the very top of the list. He is an immortal murderous clown. If you don't know who he is just death personified. And
Gotcha.
I've been wanting to use that one all night.
Congratulations.
after he's decided he wants to kill you, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry that you ended up seeing him. He is the creepiest thing the world has and will ever see, at least in the horror franchise. In terms of horror, he is just a walking snuff film. It is grotesque. That movie is different in terms of what they had idolized as an indie film. But yeah, no, we're dying immediately. Okay, The Nun, we're going under Hurt. I'm just showing this clip to prove that there is a lot of time to get away from this killer. So much time to just go and run away. Probably over Tarot, to be honest. She's gonna give you time, kind of like Annabelle, but she generally gets people. Like in between the like all the stuff happening, you're getting got. So she probably gonna show up, hurt someone. If not, like, it's either I'm only getting minorly injured by the time we get like an exorcism going, or we're dying. So she's like, okay, I guess we can put her under the bottom of trauma. That's more fair. Will either hurt you or kill you, but probably won't traumatize you. All right, Ghostface, I'm not a big person, right? We were probably gonna be able to kill him, to be honest. Ghostface, he's kind of a goofball. I just like to add, she makes it to the second movie, and so do a lot of other people. Ghostface isn't really incredible at his job, so there's going to be a lot of survivors and a lot of redo cameos, if you will. And she gets cut, right? And then he gets jacked in the face and shoved out of the house, which seems pretty easy for her to do even with her wound. So I don't know, man. I don't feel like he's really that great. We should be able to survive a fight with him. We'll even put it over the hand, right? Well, here, let's put that over there. He's going to definitely... He's kind of a goofy killer, and I get that it's like a satirical dark comedy, but like, I just don't think I'd hesitate after someone tried to stab me. I try to stab them back. A lot of the time, just got like a Bowie knife. You're probably gonna win. Like, if he walks up to you and you're just an average guy, you have a fair chance of winning, even unless you're getting jumped by like 3 of them, because sometimes there's more than one Ghostface. But for the sake of like how they attack you in the story, you probably just take him out. You probably beat him down and get the knife out of his hand. He'd be tripping over people, literally falling over people. So yeah, there's a fair chance we just win flat out. Now, this is the thing. Since we can't run away, I'm putting him under dead. I think he would kill us. I think we'd end up dead. Now, you're like, oh, you can just start dissing him and blah, blah, blah. We don't know that. We don't know that information. It took those kids months to figure that out. And who starts a fight with your biggest fear by becoming like a battle rapper? You guys are not Pat Stay.
You always saying I'm the realest. Are you? I don't believe for a second. Because if you were, you wouldn't have to feel the need to address it. Your definition of real is intimidating the weak and defenseless, but there's a difference between being feared and being respected.
What are you planning? What is the real plan here? You're telling me you see your fear, it pops up in front of you, and then you're just gonna start dissing him like maniacally, or like, no, you're gonna try to start running, and then more of your fears are gonna pop up, and this thing's gonna kill you. It's like a 4th dimensional being running around with almost unlimited power, Its only weakness is you not being afraid of it, and it knows what's going on in your head. No way, no way. That I'm saying most of y'all die to it. I'm definitely dying to it. I'm sorry. Okay, the face got cut off of a couple of these pics, so sorry. But we got Freddy Krueger. He has a hand of claws, but he attacks you in your dreams. I'm gonna be honest, I have nightmares all the time. So, like, I feel like we could beat him. I feel like we're gonna get injured maybe once when he tries to catch you at the beginning, and then after that, he's gonna be having like a fairly hard time getting the win against a man, to be honest. He definitely be taking out children, but like, and yeah, I do know he attacks adults in like some of the films and stuff. And like he fights like Jason Voorhees in one of them, but like he's like super buffed in that one. He's just like a creepy man who got burned and now he wants to live revenge. He's just another spirit enemy. I feel like we could get out at least like minimal damage. Probably I don't know how we would defeat him in which iteration, but I feel like there's a fair chance we would find a way to defeat Freddy Krueger. That being said, he's going to go under the hurt category. I think he's going to cut me up a little bit, and then after that we're going to have a different kind of situation going about. We got Chucky. I'm putting him under winning. If a 12-year-old can beat him, so can I. I put that on everything. He's not it. There he is. He did like 2 damage. He's not it. He's gonna come at you with a knife, but he's also made of plastic. We can take him out. The only way he's getting us is if we're the first victim of the film and he takes you out when your back is turned. I think that's the only way you're going down to Chucky. Head on, you can beat the miniature doll figurine. You'll be able to do it. I know it might be kind of creepy if his face is all sewed up like he is in some of the films, but I believe heavily we're going to get the win. And then I know we cannot see the face on this, which is kind of ironic given that this sells the whole point, but this is Michael Myers. I'm just gonna put him all the way at the top of we're dead 100%. That guy, he is bulletproof. Sometimes he's entirely supernatural. His iteration changes sometimes. He can escape from psych wards. He overall is just kind of a menace to society, and we're not going to be able to stop him if he can take on the entire police force in some of these movies. Attack you if you generally stay out of the way, but given the rules of what we got going here, we'll just happen to be in the way. I don't know why I'm trying to help that girl out, or the person he thinks is his sister or whatever, but we're definitely dying. He's going to pick us up, throw us out a window, I don't know, jump out the window, and slam us through the concrete. He's really gonna just ice us. There's not much more to say on that. But yeah, this is my little horror movie tier list. I hope you guys ended up enjoying the video, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And this has been Megadex.